Jakey, so good to have you here, man. How you going, dude?
Not too bad. Thanks for having me on. How are we?
Mate, going good. Thanks for the late call up.
It's a pleasure to be here, mate.
When did he first call you to bring you on?
The other day, when you did message me, I was like, "What is going on? You set me up here. Like, you doing a podcast? Wouldn't have thought about it, but here we are."
Nah, mate, you're on the B-sides list for a long time. And I was trying to figure out, and your boy Joshy Rotham, Shock, falls through.
Did he?
Nah, do you know what? It's actually Ted.
Oh, was it?
But Josh
would
through.
be a banger.
Yeah, Wednesday as well.
I think he shot off to Bali, actually.
But you and TC were sort of like top couple replacements.
Yeah.
And you only didn't get in on consistency and fluidity of guest.
There you go. Mate, I'm here. That's all that matters.
No, well, thanks for joining us, man. Hopefully, we're going to share some fat tunes and have a really good time. Perfect. We want to learn about your taste in music on this podcast, on this playlist. We want to hear the stories associated with it, and hopefully you can articulate some of your tastes and some of your vibe and some of your stories through the playlist.
How was the playlist making for you? Do you usually make playlists, or did it bring up some memories that you hadn't thought of in a while?
Yeah, it was tough. It was trying to narrow it down to sort of 15 songs that really strike a chord with me. Was tough. I probably had like 40 or 50 in there ready to go, but no, I think I've chose well, and yeah, hopefully you guys like my shit.
I think we'll be bopping, G. I think we'll be bopping.
I'd like to ask the question because it always evokes like a pretty funny answer, but what was it like meeting Tom for the first time at the club? Because everyone has a different answer and a different experience.
Yeah, I probably knew Tommy a little bit before, or not knew, but knew of, because he played with my older brother at Claremont, so probably watched him play a fair bit before I actually met him. But no, he's looked after me from pretty early age, both Claremont boys. Good mates with Alec back in the day, so automatically just sort of got to know each other straight away, really.
Yeah, Jake's brother got drafted the year after I
did.
After
you, yeah.
He's
and you'd already played waffle together.
So we'd played at Claremont together, the premiership actually. Yeah. And Alex was like a real thick, sturdy inside mid, real skillful. Got drafted to West Coast, and like Jake mentioned, because you got a junior club like affiliation, you sort of know each other, you've played together, you have a bit of a vibe with each other, both from around sort of Scarborough, Wembley Downs. And so I knew Jake through his brother while he came in. Was Alex still on the list when you come through?
Nah, he finished up the year just before I got there. Yeah, he got crook.
But he got glandular fever really bad.
Yeah, he got
chronic fatigue and
chronic fatigue and was nowhere for a few
real
years.
Unlucky.
Really. Yeah,
and he was chopping too.
Yeah, he was doing really well. So,
well, were there things that you could sort of take away differently, like learning from a brother as opposed to learning from a teammate?
Yeah, sure. Mate, he set me up. Probably not differently, but he set me up to succeed. Yeah, so I was sort of lucky to learn off him. I saw him go through sort of all the external pressures of being a father-son pick at West Coast, and to the point where when I was at that age, I was unaffected by it because I'd sort of already seen him go through it, and I sort of copped it secondhand already, so I wasn't new. He set a high standard for me from a pretty young age, and I wouldn't be fucking anywhere near the person or player I am now without him. But
I think that like what we've sort of come away from talking to Gav and some other people is like the person is kind of the important thing, you know, and then that is the trigger to then go on to some successes. And like having a brother doing that stuff must have been epic.
So talking about like Claremont Colts, I was like #1 supporter there every morning, checking stats. Like I was just like everything. I'll follow him anywhere. Like I just used to just love going and watch him play footy.
How many years older is he than you?
2. Yep. 2. So we're similar age.
And still really close. Sorry, Tom.
No, do you remember me playing with Alec before I was drafted?
Like,
do you remember
mate,
me?
for sure.
Like, do you?
Yeah. Well, you were skipper, were you?
Yeah.
You were skip. Yeah. No, that's the thing. It's weird memes. I've got vivid memories watching the Granny years one. Alec ended up getting best on, and I was like, that was a proud moment for me. And I just remember that day. It was like, I was so proud just to like, I didn't even know any of the boys. I know Bailey Rogers, one of my boys, Crackers, Booker, but like, it was Yeah, those are like core memories for me, eh? Like
cool.
watching Alec play footy and going alright. Yeah,
mate, that's core for me too. Subi Oval days.
Yeah, that was a good game.
That was, and your brother
played
chopped up.
well. Yeah, he was good. All the boys played well, but that was some good competition back then in Coles, eh?
Did you boys win a flag at Claremont?
Back to back, maybe.
Did you?
Was that, you might not say that on the camera, how many was that?
210.
Back to back.
Nah, mate, Claremont should be in top 4 or contending for a flag every year in Colts level.
With the zones
mate,
they've
they
got.
just get kissed on. Like,
yeah, I know.
Mate, it's pretty unfair, but like, they develop talent pretty well down there as well.
They do. They develop talent very well, and but it helps, and the zones obviously. And in my year, we had Jack Martin, who was the best footballer
Jesse
ever. Jesse, 2 of the best junior footballers you ever see, and gun AFL players, both played 150 plus, and they didn't even play in the Colts year because they went off to the mini draft.
That's right. Yeah.
Went as underages. And so to get that from the
boys
same club speaks to your zones.
Oh man!
So well done, the COO of Claremont in 2002.
I reckon we're going to jump into a couple of tracks from your playlist that we've selected, and then hopefully you've got some stories. Well, I know you've got some stories from after that. So we're going to go to a few songs, maybe get a refreshment. I think I've heard that you're a little bit under the weather today, so we'll get you a water and then. Yeah, we'll listen to some tracks.
That's that first wink.
Yeah,
you got that.
That was a glitch.
Yeah, legit. Yeah.